Have you ever run into something that makes you feel like you are playing checkers in a chess world? Well, getting exposed to Paul Robinson and Wanger flanges out of the UK makes me feel just like that. Now, MakerPipe, we build with conduit and connectors, and everything's very, right angles. I mean, all of our connectors, most of our connectors are right angles. There's a few adjustable ones, but you get the point. I think Paul Robinson is playing chess while we are playing checkers, because his product Wanger flanges and his history of explaining and building geodesic domes is really impressive. Probably 10 years ago when we started MakerPipe, I saw Paul's videos on YouTube, and more recently, maybe about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I saw his innovation, which is Wanger flanges, and was really impressed. But we haven't really dabbled in the world of geodesic domes and all those angles. It honestly, it makes my brain hurt a little bit. But he's really great at it. He's published a few books on geodesic dome creation. He has done countless YouTube videos. He's run a Kickstarter that resulted in Wanger flanges, which I think is so cool. We got started with Kickstarter too. So really impressive. And I had one of his videos pop up a couple weeks ago saying that he was stopping doing Wanger flanges.
Okay, Wanger Flange. It's over, I'm afraid.
Not because they're not awesome. I think they're fantastic, but because of all the, trouble of making stuff and sending it all over the world and a lot of stuff. You can watch his video if you're interested in that. But it kind of reignited my interest in these brackets, these simple brackets, because we make something very similar in a different context, but we make these out of stamped steel that's laser cut and then bent. So I used a very similar process. So I said, hey, this might be my last chance to get some of these. Let me place an order, and look what showed up. This came all the way from the UK. Paul, I'm excited. This one showed up. I know you said USPS has a lot of problems, and trust me, we've moved away from USPS too. Even in the United States, all our orders go out FedEx, just because how bad the United States Postal Service is and doesn't support US businesses or businesses abroad, which is just a sore subject. But our packages get where they need to go with FedEx. So we've got this package. This is a thing of Wanger flanges. I have not opened this and wanted to do it on camera just to see how awesome these things are. Now, we did 3D print a bunch of these, which was really cool. And Paul, good job packing, my friend. To his credit, he puts out the 3D file for folks to make their own Wanger flanges out of plastic, which was really helpful, I would say, because there's a little bit of learning curve to try to figure these out. But let's get this open and I'll show you what these are all about. There's 125 Wanger flanges. So these are stainless steel. They look to be laser cut and then bent in a press or a die. So really similar. And what these allow you to do is create multi-node connections of just all kinds of different possibilities. It's almost mind-boggling to think of all the possibilities that you can make with that. So how do you turn this into an actual structure? Well, I had to go and look at his documentation, which is fantastic. I looked at the instructions and basically said, hey, start with a tetrahedron, which we gave a try, and it's something like this. So these are the 3D printed ones, but you can see that these, let me get it down here so you can see it a little bit better. You can see through a series of connections, and we use 6 of the Wanger flanges here, connected to EMT conduit and threaded inserts, 1/4-20 threaded inserts. We were able to make this tetrahedron that, customers have asked a lot, how do you do this? And I haven't really had a good answer, but Wanger flanges not only do this, but are far more capable than just this simple. You can take it from this 3-piece of conduit all the way up to whatever you need to do, all kinds of very complex geodesic domes, which is really cool. So it's adaptable, pretty simple, and can really create a whole lot of different constructions and structures with this simple sort of bracket. So I just love it. I wanted to test it out. You can see we obviously use 3/4 EMT conduit. We did the feet, or these legs, were our adjustable angle connectors, which is really, you could do Wanger flanges, and he has an example where it all meets right here. So it's part of the base, but I wanted to include maker pipe in there. And you can see there's a lot of connectors to do what this does pretty simply. So as far as an economy goes, I like this a whole lot. Let me show you how they go together, because that's an important thing to understand. So when I first did that one that was on top with the 3D printed ones, I kind of laid them out like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Wanger flanges. And these work with 1/4 or 6mm nuts and bolts. 3 of those, 3 nuts for those. And then some of these are going to be longer pieces that will go into a threaded insert and connect to a piece of pipe. And another wild thing too is you don't have to use EMT conduit. I mean, you can use the threaded inserts to use EMT conduit. That's our world. But definitely check out some of the builds that Paul has done with just ordinary sticks from the gardens, wooden plywood, and sheathing, box steel, and a few other things. But, we talk conduit, so we're gonna take a look at that. But here, I think these connections are the longer bolts that will go into the pieces of conduit and threaded inserts. And then these connections are where kind of go in between. So that's just a short bolt. And you can see what's happening when you basically can have this range of motion, this movement on this plane, but then as you link them together, you also have motion in that plane too. And I think that's what kind of brings the whole system together. So that one goes there. Got another one on top. So I'm hoping that this all links together. And if you're doing a geodesic dome or a different design other than a tetrahedron, this would be many more of these nodes. So if I have it right, yeah, I got it close. So you can see that these 3 bolts, let me get a longer one so it's easier to see. That as this assembly, and it's loosely tightened right now, but as this assembly goes from like that with the 3 bolts going straight down, they angle, and you can imagine like a tripod, the legs of the tripod getting further and further apart. So there's tons of adjustability on how you do that. And that concept only increases if you've added 4 nodes or 5 nodes, and that's the part I don't really know, but in the geodesic dome world, this one simple Wanger flange allows you to create all kinds of different connections just with some simple hardware and this 90-degree bracket. Really seems like an ingenious sort of thing, and that Paul no doubt has a lot of experience with building geodesic domes. It looked like, over 15 years, 20 years worth of experience doing this stuff. So really cool concept, and something that, we were able to take a build like this, which is pretty hard to do and would take a lot of connectors, and then simply made this. If you go on his website, if you look at the different possibilities too, you can easily imagine, and he shows it there, instead of 3 pipes going down, tripod or tetrahedron, 4, imagine that into a pyramid. You can do that with just adding a couple flanges. 6, 7, 8, you do a TP. A lot of really cool builds, a lot of awesome possibilities. After we started playing with this and making the tetrahedron, really got thinking, how else could a bracket like this be used with our existing connectors? And here's, immediately my mind goes to bracing, right? A lot of times when you're doing a truss or an angled brace, sometimes it can be, there's a lot of connectors involved. I mean, we made the flange so you could put in an adjustable end and do a brace off here. But if, like, say you put 2 Wanger flanges pieces on this bolt, then you could create a brace that was angled like that. That could be something. Also kicked around the idea of what if you put it on the actual hardware that the connector comes together with. So here's a 40 millimeter bolt instead of our normal 25, and it just gives you another mounting point. You could go with a Wanger flange and do a brace or another pipe off of that. So a lot of different possibilities. Not sure which ones would be useful, but we were kicking that around as well. And should say that in that video, I want you to definitely go and watch it and see what he's up to. But he's kind of taking rebranding his company. I see some really cool gardening builds that he's into, but I think more is to come from Paul, and we're here for it. We'd love to see it. And we've reached out to him. We thought this, maybe this would be a great opportunity to bring Wanger flanges forward and do them in the US. I don't know. Just wanted to kick that around, show you guys Wanger flange if you weren't already exposed to it. I think probably a few of you are and know about it, but we'd love to hear from you. Let us know if you've used these before, how they are, what have you built with them, and let us know your feedback. We'd love to hear from it. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.